We need more women in charge. But we've got first-time candidates, we've got veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan, record numbers of women, Americans who previously maybe didn't have an interest in politics as a career, but laced up their shoes and rolled up their sleeves and grabbed a clipboard because they too believe this time's different. This moment's too important to sit out.
Former President Barack Obama back in 2018 emphasizing the importance of women candidates running for office. And women certainly didn't disappoint. In 2020, more women ran for the U.S. House and Senate than ever before. This on top of what they did during the 2018 election cycle when women ran for and were elected for office in record numbers. Several of those women, all over the age of 50, came out of nowhere to get themselves elected to office. More on that in a moment, but first a quick explanation on the significance of being over 50. Know Your Value is teaming up with Forbes for a special 50 over 50 list to celebrate the women who have achieved significant success after the age of 50, women who are overcoming barriers and shattering misconceptions about age and gender. The project coincides with much of the world navigating how to reopen amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. And if this past year has taught us anything, it's the need to find and utilize undertapped talent. Let's bring in Chief Content Officer of Forbes Media and editor of Forbes, Randall Lane. And this morning, we're looking, Randall, at women who came out of nowhere to get elected as part of our series. And number one on our little list this morning is Lucy McBath. Tell us about her.
Well, she came out of nowhere, but she had an incredible backstory. And that's what's great about this project is so many of these women have this incredible experience. And now they're just when they have the most experience, the most wisdom, the most knowledge they're putting to use. Lucy McBath is a survivor. She was a Delta flight attendant for 30 years, but she also survived breast cancer twice. And then most importantly, her son Jordan was killed in 2012 in a violent gun incident when he was just sitting in a gas station, not doing anything, was fight over loud music. And she was inspired to become a gun control advocate. And then after the Parkland shooting in 2017, she ran for Congress. She ran in Newt Gingrich's old district and won as a Democrat. And it was kind of, a presage to kind of the Ossoff Warnock phenomenon in 2020 that she didn't run to the center. She ran and she spoke authentically. She won in 2018 in Georgia, and she won again last year.
Reverend Al, you have special insight into how special this woman is. Share with us.
I was on a Delta flight, and she was a flight attendant, and she walked over to me. I didn't know her from anyone, and she said, Reverend Al, my son was killed because of loud music, and you go out and fight causes. You haven't talked about my son. And it was Jordan Davis. That's how I met her. And now I go to Washington, and they say, give us a minute, the Congresswoman will try to get to you. I mean, she took the passion of fighting criminal justice into the political arena and turned her pain into power. And as Randall said, she won in a district that was not just an all-black district. She won in a district that was very well multiracial, but she never gave in her beliefs or thoughts, and she really represented the New South even before we saw the entry of Ossoff and Warnock. She did it in Newt Gingrich's district. She should really be celebrated more.
Randall, second on our list of women who came out of nowhere to get elected is Lisa McClain, a mother of four from Michigan. Tell us about her.
Right, and this phenomenon is bipartisan, and you saw that in 2020, where in 2018 you saw a wave of Democratic women, and in 2020 you saw a lot of Republican women getting elected for the first time. Lisa McClain, she probably epitomizes a lot of us who talking politics at the dinner table, and her kids got tired of it and said, instead of complaining about everything, why don't you do something about it? She's a Trump supporter. She got through the primary up in Michigan, and she won easily in the general election. But here's somebody again she was a fintech executive, no political experience, but decided that as a second career and trying to leverage what she learned in the private sector, she was going to go to Congress. And with no experience at 54, she's now a congresswoman.
Now, another Republican, Maria Salazar out of Florida, number 3.
That's right. And she's out of Little Havana, born and raised Cuban refugees as her parents. She was a journalist, and she's 59 and spent 25 years. I think she won 5 Emmy Awards, so she was a big journalist out of Miami. And she beat another, over 50 woman, Donna Shalala. She ran in 2018 and lost, and then there was a big upset last year in winning, and you saw that kind of as an indication of actually what was happening in Florida at large, where you had a lot of Cuban Americans coming home to the Republican Party, and you had Maria Salazar, no experience, sweeping in.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.